Okay, here we have post-trib moment number 59, and here he's reading from Isaiah chapter 26, the last couple verses here, and I think verse 19 I think is where he started, and he goes down through and reads these, and we'll pick up here right at the end of when he's done reading that.
So many will point to this and say, this is a pre-tribulation rapture right here.
No, it isn't. That's ridiculous. Okay, again, I never taught on this. I don't know anybody that's ever taught on this. You know, ridiculous. It's in the Old Testament.
Well, I do believe it's talking about the rapture. That's clear. It's about a resurrection from the dead, and it's about God's people entering into the chambers and shutting the door to be hidden, as it were, for a little moment until God's indignation be passed, because He's going to come to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquity. So this is a great picture of the fact that we are removed from this earth before God begins to pour out His wrath.
Again, what an idiot. You go to Revelation chapter 6 and you see the Lord opening the seals. I get tired of going to this thing. I've showed it over and over and over again in these videos. Revelation chapter 6, the Lamb opened the seal. He unleashes the Antichrist. He opens the second seal, unleashes war. He opens the third seal. He unleashes famine, opens the fourth seal. He unleashes death and hell. You know, I mean, come on. And it's not, oh, then this ends the tribulation and then the wrath comes next. This is one account of the time of Jacob's trouble. It doesn't give the detail of the 7 trumpets and the 7 vials that are poured out, but they are part of it. The book of Revelation is multiple accounts of the same event, that event being the time of Jacob's trouble. Give me a break.
The first resurrection and the rapture take place before God begins to pour out His wrath on this earth. I believe that, but that is not pre-tribulational. Because again, this is where people have made the mistake of equating tribulation with God's wrath. I encourage you, please, look up all 22 times that the New Testament uses the word tribulation. You'll find references to persecution. You'll find references.
Again, he's just doing the same error over and over and over again, trying to say that the tribulation is a title that God uses to explain this coming 7-year time period of Jacob's trouble. It is not. It is never used as a title. It's used as a description. This guy's such a liar.
To affliction. You will not find that the word tribulation is referring to God pouring out His wrath on this earth. It's just not the definition of what tribulation means. And so
and the time is not called the tribulation.
Mistake that they're making here is equating God pouring out His wrath on this earth with the tribulation. God's wrath is not poured out until after the sun and moon are darkened, according to Revelation 6. And the sun and moon are not darkened until after.
No. God's wrath is poured out in Revelation chapter 6. It's just the details are not given until you look at the later books in the book of Revelation. This guy doesn't know the Bible. It's so incredible.
After the tribulation, according to Matthew 24. And so this verse does not prove a pre-tribulational rapture.
And I never said it did. And I never heard of any other pre-trib rapture believer or preacher preaching that.
It does prove a pre-wrath rapture, which that's what we believe in, a post-tribulational pre-wrath rapture.
Post-tribulational pre-wrath rapture. Also known as Funny Farm. All the clowns aren't in the circus. Welcome to the Nut House. That's what it's also known as.